Imagine sitting comfortably at home, the night calm, the air still. Nothing seems out of the ordinary, but suddenly, without warning, your body begins to burn. Flames appear, not from a match or a cigarette, but from within. They consume you quickly and ferociously, reducing you to ash. And yet the room around you remains untouched by the fire. The furniture, the walls, the floor, none of it scorched by the inferno that just consumed your body. This is the essence of spontaneous human combustion, a bizarre and terrifying phenomenon that has perplexed investigators and scientists for centuries. Welcome to Phantom Astronaut's Midnight Mystery School. Here, we explore the shadows of the unknown. Before we begin, if you're captivated by the unknown, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to help grow our Midnight Mystery School. Check the links in the description to see other ways you can support us in unraveling the mysteries of the night. Now, if you're ready, let's step into the fire. Reports of spontaneous human combustion, or SHC, are rare, but have been documented for hundreds of years. These accounts share disturbing similarities. Victims found as piles of ash with intact limbs, often with their surroundings left remarkably undamaged. As we unravel the details of this mystery, let's explore some of the most documented and infamous cases of spontaneous human combustion. We'll consider both the scientific and supernatural explanations that have been offered, and try to answer the question, could it really be possible? It was the morning of July 2nd, 1951, in St. Petersburg, Florida. Mary Reeser, a 67-year-old widow, had spent the evening alone in her apartment. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary, until her landlady, noticing an unusual warmth emanating from Reeser's door, opened it, only to be confronted with an unimaginable sight. Mary Reeser's body had been almost completely reduced to ash. Her chair, in which she had been sitting, was partially burned. Only a slipper-clad foot and part of her spine remained, untouched by the flames. Her skull, disturbingly, had shrunk to the size of a teacup. Yet, despite the intensity of the fire required to reduce a human body to ash, temperatures exceeding 2,500 degrees Fahrenheit, the rest of the room remained virtually undamaged. Nearby objects, including papers, were untouched by fire. Fire investigators were baffled. No external source of ignition could be found. There was no evidence of foul play or accelerants. The fire seemed to have originated from within Reeser herself. To this day, the cause of her death remains one of the most mysterious cases of possible spontaneous human combustion. Fast forward to December 1966 in Codersport, Pennsylvania. Dr. John Irving Bentley, an elderly physician, was found dead in his home. Like Mary Reeser, his body had been almost entirely reduced to ash, save for one part, a leg, which remained intact. The scene was discovered by a meter reader who had entered Bentley's home to check on the utilities. What he found was both shocking and baffling. A pile of ashes, a burned hole in the bathroom floor, and Bentley's leg, undamaged. Just like in Reeser's case, the rest of the house showed little evidence of a fire. No walls charred, no furniture destroyed. Investigators could find no source of ignition and no reason for such an intense fire to have occurred in the small bathroom. Once again, no accelerants, no foul play. Dr. Bentley's death was officially ruled as accidental. but the mystery of how his body was reduced to ash, with little to no fire damage to the surrounding area, remains unsolved. Now, we move to 2010, in the small town of Galway, Ireland. Michael Faherty, a 76-year-old man, was found dead in his home. His body burned almost beyond recognition. The fire was contained entirely to his body, leaving the nearby furniture and objects untouched. The coroner, after ruling out all other possible causes, declared Faherty's death to be the result of spontaneous human combustion. It was the first time in modern history that a coroner had officially recorded spontaneous human combustion as the cause of death. Once again, no external source of ignition could be found. The fire had not spread, nor had it damaged anything else in the room. How could Faherty's body have burned so intensely, and yet his surroundings remain unaffected? The mystery continues to haunt investigators and remains one of the most recent and unexplained cases of spontaneous human combustion. So, what could possibly explain these cases? Could a human body truly ignite from within? Or are there other forces at play? Over the years, several theories have been proposed to explain spontaneous human combustion. Some are rooted in science, while others delve into the realm of the supernatural. The most widely accepted scientific explanation is known as the Wick effect. According to this theory, the human body, particularly those with a higher fat content, can act much like a candle. If a person's clothing or bedding catches fire, perhaps from a dropped cigarette or a spark, the body fat can melt and fuel the flames, causing the body to burn at a very high temperature, while the surrounding environment remains relatively untouched. This theory is supported by experiments in controlled environments, where similar results have been observed. But the Wick effect does not explain everything. In many cases, no clear source of ignition has ever been found. In the cases of Mary Reeser, Dr. Bentley, and Michael Faherty, there were no smoldering cigarettes, no nearby flames, no malfunctioning electrical devices. So where did the fire come from? Another scientific theory points to the potential buildup of methane gas in the body. Methane is produced naturally in the digestive system, and some scientists speculate that a spark, perhaps caused by static electricity or a reaction involving certain chemicals, could ignite the gas, starting a fire within the body itself. While this theory is intriguing, it remains largely speculative. There is no solid evidence to support the idea that methane gas could cause such intense, concentrated fires. Of course, for many, the scientific explanations are not enough. Some believe that spontaneous human combustion is a supernatural phenomenon. Could it be divine punishment? Or perhaps a psychic event where intense emotions or spiritual energy manifest as fire? These theories, while certainly eerie and compelling, lie beyond the realm of proof. There is no evidence to support the idea that spontaneous combustion is caused by anything otherworldly. Yet, the strangeness of the phenomenon, the inability to find logical explanations, has led some to believe that there are forces at work beyond our understanding. And then, of course, there are the skeptics, those who believe that spontaneous human combustion is simply a misinterpretation of unfortunate accidents. According to them, in every case, there is a logical explanation. An overlooked source of ignition such as a cigarette, a spark from faulty wiring, or an accidental fire that burned hotter than expected due to the body's fat content. But even the skeptics cannot fully explain why these fires seem so selective, why they burn a body almost completely, yet leave furniture, walls, and nearby objects unharmed. Why do so many of these cases have the same strange details? A pile of ash, an intact limb, minimal damage to the surroundings. These questions linger, leaving the mystery unsolved. So, could spontaneous human combustion be real? And if it is, could it happen to you? The truth is, we don't know. The cases we've discussed tonight are real. The people were real. The deaths were real. And yet, despite decades of investigation, we still don't have a definitive answer. The scientific explanations, while plausible, are not conclusive. The supernatural theories, while intriguing, remain unproven. And the skeptics' arguments, while logical, cannot explain everything. Perhaps spontaneous human combustion is a rare but natural phenomenon, something we have yet to fully understand. Or perhaps it is something more, something that lies beyond the boundaries of our knowledge. Whatever the truth may be, the mystery endures, and the stories of those who have fallen victim to this strange and terrifying fate continue to haunt us. Thank you for joining us tonight at Phantom Astronaut's Midnight Mystery School. If you found yourself drawn to these dark mysteries, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps keep this Midnight Mystery School alive, allowing us to continue our search for answers in the shadows. For more ways to support the channel, check the links in the description below. I've been Phantom Astronaut, and this has been Midnight Mystery School. I'll see you out there. And I will see you out there.